Welcome to Australian culture.
Yeah, this one's the penguin.
The question is, can you Tim Tam slam a penguin?
Don't knock it until you've tried it. Good morning everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, I'm Yvette. I am a British lifestyle and travel vlogger and today we're doing neither of those, and I'm joking. So today's video, if you follow me, you know I went back to Australia recently and I wanted to film some stuff when I was there, but the weather was just so bad that I couldn't do anything. So I'm making up for lost time and in this video I thought we'd do eating nothing but Australian food for 24 hours. So even though I couldn't film this when I was in Australia, I brought back all the food that I could bring back or that I couldn't get here. And we will be recreating it now. Before I get into anything, if you hear any weird ass noises, I have a special guest staying with us currently. This is Elvis. He is Bambi's friend. He is part pug, part pig. He snorts a bit. So you might hear him in the back if you ever during things. So first thing I think is probably the most quintessentially Australian thing. We are going to be having Vegemite on toast. So I have the Vegemite. First up for breakfast, we're having Vegemite. I have wanted to discuss this in detail for some time because everyone always asks me what's better, Vegemite or Marmite? And I'm gonna show you the difference so that if you get asked this, you will know the answer. In order to make the best Vegemite on toast, you need a toaster, Vegemite, butter, and the main thing, I know that sounds super basic, and it is, absolutely is, needs to be white bread. It needs to be the worst type of bread. We're not looking for nutrients here, guys. I'll let that cook and I'll be back soon. Okay, we have our bread. Let's go transition. Woo. Okay, so the toast is buttered. Now, this is the most mundane thing, but if you care at all, and I care about this stuff, so someone out there must, this is Vegemite. This, compared to Marmite, does not spread. It's so pasty. As you know, Marmite, super gooey, as you can see. Super gooey. So it spreads easily. But then, once you get to Vegemite, it's literally like a paste. So like, it doesn't spread. It's like not that you can properly see, but you really have to like smudge it on and then it comes out quite thick. And this is why I do not like Vegemite as much. See, look how much there is, and I've got so much left. So crap. So like, I'll show you, which is a terrible habit to put the excess in, but I haven't had Vegemite literally since we moved because I just prefer Marmite. You know what though? Marmite, Vegemite, whatever. Salty toast, haven't had it in so long. I'm only having one piece because I learnt from my last video not to do it too much because I will explode from the amount of food I eat. There's something about an unmelted butter and then like caked on Vegemite that's just like in my childhood. This video is going to be an upgrade to the previous one I did about British food because I actually have snacks because I bought them back from Australia. So we're going to have main meal, breakfast, got some snacks, morning tea, afternoon tea, and then dessert. So it's going to be a lot. That's why I pace myself. One piece of toast is enough. In previous videos, I have discussed in detail fairy bread. I will be showing you what fairy bread is in this video. Get ready. Your world will be rocked. Australian cuisine isn't really, known for its diversity. So it's the 3 ingredients. The dog is being really weird below me. That sounds gross. Told you it was pot pig. Anyways, 3 ingredients, butter, bread again. Today is going to be very carb heavy, much like the British video, and sprinkles. So we'll make it now. Once again, we need the whitest bread there is. You cannot do this with sourdough. You can't do this with whole grain. You need it to be unhealthy. That's part of its charm. So I'm just gonna butter this. Let's do a transition. And it's buttered. This is the amount you need. You need to be able to see it. It's very important. Next up, we're using hundreds and thousands. I just have Co-op. You can use whatever. UK hundreds and thousands is not very bright. They used to be way more fluorescent. And then you sprinkle it on. This is not an April Fool's. This is for real. A delicacy of the Australian diet. And we have fairy bread. So what you're meant to do, I might just see if I can spread those out. If it's a kid's party, actually no, let's eat it like a kid's party. Let's make it. Can I do this one-handed? And then this is how you make it. And then you serve it. Okay, so it's cut up in a cross. And you serve it like that at a kid's party. And you pile them on. And it's the best part of the kid's party. It's not a kid's party until you have one. To prove I'm not pranking you, I will eat it. So, I have my fairy bread. I can't lift it up too much because of the sprinkles. But, so this, do you know what I used to do? I used to have, on my birthday, my mum, I always got sent to school. My mouth is literally watering because I'm so excited. I used to always have a Vegemite sandwich, take to school. That was like my lunch. And then on my birthdays, mum would make me a fairy bread sandwich full of sprinkles. We'll get the ASMR of the crunching. It's honestly a staple of childhood. And it's fairy bread, as far as I'm aware, like the pixie kind of fairy, like with wings. You can imagine how messy this is feeding this to children, where they're like just dropping hundreds of thousands everywhere. I will have children just so I can feed them this. It's funny because it probably just seems like, I'm imagining how this looks from the outside. And I think it looks like I just put like the equivalent of like icing on bread and ate it. Don't knock it until you've tried it. The idea for this video of doing Australian food, I was like, I'm only doing it if I can have fairy bread. Like, the whole video crux is on this one meal. So realistically, I've made this my morning snack. That's not typical. More of a special occasion. This is a fancy food. So far, all I've had today is bread and butter, and then a various topping. Today's food is gonna be very similar to the British one, in that it's just like different shades of beige. What's a vegetable? Considering the Australia cuisine is based off like British cuisine, it's not crazy. AFN. It is very good. Okay. I will see you for lunch. It'll be probably a while because I've had a lot of bread this morning. So we'll go for a bit of a late lunch. Okay, see you then. Some time has passed and I have obviously been working out. I've also, side note, injured my finger and I have taped them together with tape. So that's how my day is going. It is lunchtime. So we're doing a sausage sizzle, which in Australia is like an iconic staple lunch. You either get it from Bunnings, which is like B&Q equivalent, and they give it out for like $2 or a pound, and you get a sausage sizzle. And if we go and vote, so you have to vote, you have mandatory voting, compulsory voting, but you always get, I think it's free when you go vote, free sausage sizzle, so we incentivize people to go vote. What is a sausage sizzle? It's basically, once again, this whole day is literally just white bread, sausage, onion and sauce. I'm boring and don't like onion or sauce, but Daniel's here to do the video, right? So he is currently cooking.
I'll represent.
We have our sausages and our onions.
Linda McCartney sausages.
I have my sexy assistant here. So we have our white bread for 3 out of 3 meals so far.
Woohoo! Staple diet.
So Daniel's cut them in half just to make sure they get cooked all the way through.
Which is traditional way they do it at Bunnings.
This is the bossage.
Which is
Bunnings
Michelin
sausage.
star restaurant.
That's mine, that's literally all I want.
That's all you want. That's it, that's done. A
Sausage
bit more
goes
on
on.
mine. Get the onions. They are black, which is how you get it at a barbecue.
Yes,
So,
this traditionally it is done on a barbecue, not a pan.
and yeah, you want it burnt.
Do you know we're the only country that does like sausage sizzle for voting?
Yeah. That's nice. There you go. Some onion. Heinz ketchup. Classic. Absolutely douse that.
Woo! And that's it. 3 ingredients or less, like every other meal today.
That's it. Could have buttered the bread.
The judgment. Did it hit the spot?
I feel like I'm in Bunnings.
You feel that democracy flowing through you?
Yes. I'm about to vote, and it's brilliant.
Daniel's been
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah, well.
It does
Yeah.
taste good?
Yeah.
Dana's been playing football all day, so this is a very good post-football match food. My very plain sausage sizzle, which is honestly very authentic and on brand for me. I am a basic bitch. Feels like a school fete.
You've paid your $2.
Feels like I'm at a school event.
Yeah.
For some reason that was always sausage sizzles.
That's right, usually $2, 50 cents extra for onion, 50 cents extra for a can of drink, and that would be it.
Yeah, that was fundraisers were always sausage sizzles. This is truly quintessentially Australian. So it's the afternoon, it is time for an afternoon pick-me-up. So I have a hot chocolate. This can be coffee. In fact, it's probably more Australian to have coffee, I just don't drink coffee. But something else I've wanted to do for a long time is I have Tim Tams, which are infamously, or maybe famously, Australian biscuits. And there's often a rivalry with penguins. I'm going to do a comparison for you so you can see them together. Funny, I thought penguins were smaller.
I thought they were skinnier.
They are, yeah, they are skinnier. So technically penguins are taller.
Oh, they're a lot longer.
Yeah, this one's the penguin. Girth.
Oh, jeez. Actually, it's not that different.
It's enough.
Yeah.
So.
Is that big?
I think that's actually quite big.
I think that's actually
It's actually quite a satisfying amount of chocolate. Anyways.
Cancelled.
What you do with Tim Tams is you do a Tim Tam slam. So everyone can do this, and you can probably do it with a penguin. You're gonna bite off the edges and then use it like a straw with your hot drink of your choice. And the inside of it. And so use it as a straw, but when you, obviously it's hot liquid, so it will melt, so you gotta like chuck it in your mouth. So. Tim Tam slams are actually amazing. Oh. You should do that. The question is, can you Tim Tam slam a penguin? Because that's officially what this comparison is coming down to now. I've never had them back to back. So my concern is that making this into a straw, and because it's so long, has so much further to go. You can. A bit messy. Tim Tam slime tastes better with Tim Tams, and I don't know why.
It's just made for it.
I think the biscuit in a Tim Tam is like slightly more thick, so when you suck it up, the liquid, it has more places to go.
Grab some more flavour on the way.
I just think it has more of a sponge for the liquid to sit into, for you then to slam. I reckon everyone should Tim Tam slam their penguins. Welcome to Australian culture.
What was your penguin joke? Because we don't get a Tim Tam joke.
That's true. Anyway, penguins have jokes. That's what the pro-penguin propaganda people tell you, is that's why it's better, it's because it comes with jokes. That one had a crap joke.
You can't laugh your way to good taste. It doesn't work like that.
Exactly. Why are penguin shops so busy? Because the fish fillet.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
I see what.
Keep the jokes for Christmas, guys. Keep them for the Christmas crackers. So, it is sometime later, thus the robe, we are having dinner. For dinner, I decided what would be the most quintessentially Australian dinner. It would be a mince pie. So, I know meat pies are in the UK in terms of pork pies seem to be more common, or steak and ale. They are in Australia, but they're like, the one that they like pride themselves on is like a mince pie. So that's what I've got here. Always comes in its little silver thing. I was gonna make my own, but the injury has prevented me from doing that. The way I like to eat it is I always prop it up so I don't have to hold it. Also, you can also do this, and that's a pro move.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I've had so many meat pies and I never knew that.
That's how you hold it so you don't have to
Oh
get your hands dirty. Quite hot.
Yeah.
I put mash on the side just to make it more of a meal, but realistically this is the meal. So you can see the mince inside. So traditionally you would have 4 and 20 pie, that seems to be the brand.
Oh, yes.
We didn't get that because obviously we're here, but this one is a vegetarian mince pie. So, like I said, maybe next time I'll attempt it, but finger says no. Cool, so I'm gonna smash this and then I'll see you for our final meal of the day, which is dessert, dinner was actually amazing. I didn't know I needed that until I had it. Pie, I don't think I've had a pie I haven't had a meat pie in so long, so that really hit the spot. So now for dessert, I've actually got Pavlova. So this one's from M&S, so you can get it too. That's, I guess, the benefit of not being able to do this in Australia, is that at least all the stuff I've gotten you can do too, if you feel so inclined. So I'll tell you how good the M&S one is. Pavlova, if you don't know, is layers of meringue, cream and berries, which is really good for Christmas in Australia, so summer, really good for summer. This is a traditional Christmas cake for us. So it's weird to be eating it in, no, they don't have meringue in the UK that much, I feel like. You never see meringue.
I thought that, and then I went shopping for this, and I saw meringue curls everywhere.
Okay, no, we've just been missing out on it.
Seeing you eat it makes me want to slice.
We'll see how much we can get through. I doubt we're gonna eat the whole thing. This will be a lot of leftovers. So we smashed about a third of the amount we thought we'd eat of the Pavlova, but nonetheless, it was very delicious. Good way to end the night. Nice and refreshing berry taste. But that's all for this video. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. Tell me in the comments if there's any other cuisines you want me to focus on. And yeah, tell me if you're inspired to try any of this. I recommend the fairy bread. Everyone can make that. Thank you so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up and I'll see you next time.